welcome to Hobby Nonsense. It's another episode with your boy, Sports Boy, and your boy, Solar Ray.
I'm here, baby.
How are we? Are you accepting this now?
I'm warming up to it.
I saw that you accepted it in the. You're making a thumbnail for the upcoming break this Friday. We're doing Little Finest.
Yeah, we're doing it.
WWE
Jesse and I
Finest.
will be breaking WWE Finest this Friday.
And you put Solar Ray
well,
on
here's
there.
the thing. Here's the thing. The people that know us from the podcast,
they know that you hate it.
And then the people in the breaks.
Sure.
So it's like a little meta thing.
I can get it.
I know.
Oh, I love breaking that fourth wall.
Yeah, so
meta on us.
If you don't get the reference, then
if you don't get meta, then get
out of here.
That's right. Welcome to another
degenerates.
episode. Bunch of degenerates. That's good. It's insane. There's so many things going on this week and last week. There's so much to catch you guys up on, to explain what's happening, to fill you in and educate. I honestly, I'm trying to figure out where to start.
I know where to start.
Okay.
I think we need to start with your marathon of a breaking on Friday.
The Wednesday. Man, that was crazy.
Wednesday.
Wednesday was a blur.
Disney
Wednesday.
Chrome.
Disney Chrome was Wednesday.
Sports Boy, your beloved Sports Boy, broke the new 2025 Disney Chrome.
Yes.
And what was the hour? What was the hours that you did it?
It was 16 hours and 45 minutes.
16 hours.
I wish I had stayed on to
minutes.
get to that 17 hour.
I went to bed and this boy was still on.
I started at 7:30 and it finished just a little before midnight, I believe.
Is that the record?
For me, I think it was a personal record. I'm sure there's other people who have done
for you. We're talking about you.
Yeah, for me, it was a record, I believe.
But the big news.
Well, if you didn't already know this, that means you probably don't follow us on socials or anything like that, and you only listen to the pod, which there's nothing wrong with that.
Degenerates.
Great. If anything, I think I'd say they're the least degenerate because they're just like, I'm just listening to a podcast.
Okay. All right.
So the non-degenerates. But if you did not know, I pulled the one and only Walt Disney card. That happened, and it's not a huge deal.
Yeah,
I didn't freak out or nothing.
He's been there, done that.
So what's really crazy about it, and I didn't even remember this. I pretended like I remembered it, but I did not. That people were saying like, "Dude, you called it on the Hobby Nonsense podcast." Like when you had Aaron on.
I don't even remember that card even being mentioned.
Wait, whoa! You don't even remember that?
I don't even remember that the card was even mentioned.
Here's the thing.
I don't know if I was thinking of like what I was gonna have for dinner that night, or my brain was just like somewhere else.
You know what's great about this is it actually helps me feel better because when I've been doing the SCN pod for years, that would happen all the time. Mike would be like, "Yeah, we literally just talked about that." I'm like, "Oh, I wasn't part of it." Like it was like him and the guests having a conversation. I was like, I was thinking about something else, gonna pull something else. Tuned it out. I'm glad to know that's what happened. It's not only me. So that being the case, we definitely talked about it. And apparently I said pretty emphatically, I'm going to be pulling that card on Wednesday on Fanatics Live in the break. And it just so happened to be in the very first case that I opened. Now there are some out there who are saying rigged.
Exactly.
That's a loaded case.
That was going to be my next question.
They knew, everybody knew, Topps was in on it. Here's the thing. I don't want to refute it because I want people to believe it. I want people to think, oh, this guy gets loaded cases.
Okay.
Go and get your stuff from this guy.
Yes.
It's not true, but I'll encourage you to believe it. Yeah, just accept that that's what happened. So that was a big deal. That happened. What little press came from the fact that we also hit the Maleficent 1 of 1, the Superfractor as well. I ended up giving away $1,000 in break credit that day because each case had a $500 bounty on it. Now, granted, I had not hit a Superfractor in quite some time before this. I had a nice run of them, and then I don't think this year I'd hit a Superfractor. So the fact that I hit 2 out of 4 cases was not bad.
Pretty good.
I have 4 more cases that are coming tomorrow, which is Tuesday. We record this on Monday night. So it comes in tomorrow. I already have the break listed for tomorrow. I just went ahead and listed all 4 cases. We'll do them.
Are you going to do another marathon?
Probably a little bit, and maybe not full 17 hours.
Like, what are we looking at here? Like a shift, like an 8-hour shift?
So it depends on how much is filled tomorrow. Because tomorrow I'll probably go on. I've got it set for 5 p.m. But if it's not much is filled, I may go on at like noon and try and start filling it. And then I don't think we'll fill all 4 cases tomorrow, but I'm going live again on Wednesday for SpongeBob, which that's a whole other animal. And
I want to talk about that for sure.
Yeah,
so.
I'm curious how that's going to work because I'm still not 100%. But I figured, well, I only have 2 cases of SpongeBob. It's very popular. I will probably move through those, and then I'll do more Disney after that. And then Friday, we've got the Finest break, and there's only going to be 1 case of that, unfortunately.
Just 1 case of Finest?
Just 1 case of Finest.
8 boxes in a case?
Double check that. I think that could be right. I am double checking as we speak. 10. It
10.
looks like. No. That's 10. Each pack contains 10 cards. Case. Let me get back to that. But the bottom line is it is 8 boxes per case. But then Saturday, I'm like, well, I've got Tuesday, I've got Wednesday after the SpongeBob. I got maybe I can do some. Well, I really can't because we're going to be at your house doing the Finest, so I really can't do it on Friday. So Saturday may be the other big Disney.
Bro, you're going to need to take a break.
Oh, after that, yeah. Like next week, next Wednesday, in fact, we'll record the pod as usual. We'll release it Tuesday evening or Wednesday morning, however. Wednesday of next week, I've got surgery. The first surgery I've really had since I got my wisdom teeth out. I've got a little lipoma.
A what?
For those who are watching the YouTube video, tune into whatever 8-minute marker. Well, actually, it's probably more 6 or 7 minutes. But there's like a lump on my neck. Did you ever notice that?
Is that when you got bit by the vampire that one time? Is it hard? Like if I touch your neck, is it
soft.
like, okay.
It's very soft. So
is that bad? Can you live with it?
I can probably live with it. It's just
why are you having surgery?
Because it's unsightly.
I don't even see it. I can't even notice it.
Well, what's funny is since I've been growing the beard out, the beard is insane, by the way. I've got to trim it.
I think
we haven't talked at all about cards. I'm so sorry.
We'll talk about cards. We'll talk about cards.
But yeah, the lipoma is just a fatty, it's just a ball of fat pretty much.
Okay.
And it,
like a meatball.
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm like, listen, this is my moneymaker. You know, like I'm on camera a lot. I don't want this thing coming out of my neck because especially at certain angles, how we film in the studio is the good side where I don't have the lipoma, but the other side,
you don't want like
it does become a little bit more noticeable. Exactly. I don't need people associating me with the goiter neck. So
the guy with the goiter.
So next Wednesday,
that guy.
Oh yeah, Buzz Lightyear goiter neck.
Is this like a in and out surgery?
Yeah, it's same day. I'll be in and out. And then they said it's like maybe a couple days of recovery. It shouldn't be bad. So I'm hoping they just cut it, plop it out, and then we're good to go.
Like they're not going to affect like any of, you're not going to have like a robot voice
well,
or anything?
They did say like the only like the minimal chance that it like affects nerves where I wouldn't be able to feel my earlobe anymore.
Whoa, that's crazy.
And I'm like, well, I don't want that, but I mean, I guess it's not the worst thing ever. And he's like, and many like really minimal that like it affects like your mouth and face and stuff. And I'm like, well, I definitely don't want that. Like, but he made it, he sold me on like, oh, it's not going to happen pretty much.
Okay.
So I am, now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm scared. But that being said, it's a busy week and it's a busy next week. So that is not your fault. I'm just letting you guys know I am going to be doing as much as I can to get back to everybody on social media and here with Hobby Nonsense to get us really going on today's episode after we've recounted everything from last week. Oh, I do have to, dang it. I almost moved this on and I couldn't. The one thing I was going to mention, if you guys didn't know this, when we talked about this with Aaron Abrams, we talked about the Disney product. We talked about like the MLB crossover, which those cards have been huge. What we didn't talk about and that he did not mention and was not in the checklist were the signers of some of these cards. We had no idea that not only was there going to be Tim Allen signing as Buzz Lightyear, but there was also going to be Tom Hanks signing as Woody. There was also going to be Will Smith signing as the Genie. I mean, there were...
Billy Crystal
was signing as Mike Wazowski, which I don't believe... actually, no. I think Billy was actually on there originally. But there's a few of them that were just not on there. Big names, Tom Hanks, Will Smith. Man, I want to say there was one more. Or, you know what? I think someone teased that there was one. I think someone said Johnny Depp signed as Jack Sparrow.
That would be crazy.
But I have not seen any proof
I haven't
of that.
seen anything either.
Yeah, so I don't think that's the case. But anyways, like the Tom Hanks one, there was one that sold, I believe it sold yesterday, sold for $5,000, $4,950 out of 25.
Was it the orange?
Yes, the orange one. Yeah, so That one sold. You've got the Mike Wazowski signed by Billy Crystal, 1 of 1, the Superfractor, that sold for $8,500. The Disney Bambi, not signed by anybody, Superfractor, just sold for $5,300. There's some big sales going on. So it's still, I'm glad to see it's still very popular, and everybody who keeps saying they're ripping it seems to really enjoy it too. That's what's fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed ripping the retail product.
Well, and you hit like what was it? The Fantasia Mickey Mouse, right?
Out of
150?
150.
That was awesome. Yeah.
The blue one.
And you got that out of
a blaster box.
Dang, what was that? How much did that run you?
$30.
$30. That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of those blasters, they're hit or miss for sure. Because some of them you can walk away with not a numbered card, but others obviously are doing pretty
exactly. And then, guys, we recorded it to give away, so check out the YouTube channel.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
We're going to give it away to a lucky viewer.
When you just told me that, I didn't realize that was for a giveaway too. Well, that's even more exciting. So, anyways, that's all the Disney follow-up. The other product, there's a few products that are coming out and that did just come out. Magic the Gathering Spider-Man.
Man,
we just need to talk about it for a second because I've been trying. We are working to get some Magic the Gathering. I'm just going to start saying MTG.
MTG.
It's a lot. It's a mouthful for Magic. MTG experts. We're trying to get some of them on the pod for different MTGs because there's the original, obviously, but then there's all of these new products that are coming out where they've got Avatar and you've got Spider-Man now, and now we also have these secret layers that were just released. And some are asking, what's a secret layer? What is the new releases? Well, that's what we wanted to talk a little bit about, along with Spider-Man. But first, the Spider-Man one came out so high. Like the people have been trying to get their hands on these booster boxes, specifically the collector boosters. Those are the ones that have the foil cards in them, that have the bigger chance to hit a rare card. Those have been going for, in some cases, the booster display or the collector boosters were up in the $800, $900 even at some point. They have come down pretty significantly down into the 500s.
You're talking about the box, right?
For
the
a
booster
box of them, yeah. But a single pack that was going for what in the 80s? We said like at some point
before, correct.
And now it's going for like $40,
which is still crazy.
I mean, it's still a lot.
One pack,
yeah. One pack is going for $40, but it's also because we're seeing there's a Soulstone card in there that just did. I think there's one that has sold for 30,000, maybe. I know there's one that sold for 10, but there's also someone who said I thought it was like 30,000, or maybe I
saw that also, but I know for sure on eBay. I checked before I came in here. There are some that have sold for 15,000.
Oh, really?
Currently.
Okay. So then,
with sold comps on them for the new Soulstone, which 3 different variants, like you said, of the Soulstone. The one with Thanos has been selling for around $2,000 all day long, which is still pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And we talked earlier on the pod. There's currently a listing on eBay for a Beckett 9.5 for $60,000.
That's what they got it listed at. Obviously, correct. That we haven't seen a sold price at that, but there's some big cards for this product. Tell me a little bit. You said you told me a little bit about this product beforehand. Can you explain it to the audience?
Yeah, so how this works? We were talking about how there's 2 different variations of packs.
Yeah.
You have your play booster and your collector booster. The collector booster is going to have, the loaded rares, the foils, and the flashy variants.
Okay.
Those are the ones where you can get that Soulstone. You can get that Thanos Soulstone, and the one that's worth possibly $30,000.
Okay.
But and there are some other chase cards. Some of the ones that I really liked are the Spider-Man costume cards. There's 7 different variants. They're called, the card is called the Spectacular Spider-Man card, and it's the same card, but Spider-Man is wearing a different suit in each card.
Those are all borderless cards,
correct?
Right? Yeah.
Borderless full art cards. And they vary in price anywhere from like $500 to $1,200.
Oh, wow. Dang.
So
okay.
Some of them are more rare than others.
I'm noticing on TCG Player that the regular Spectacular Spider-Man uniform or the outfit is actually not the most expensive one. I would have thought that would be going for the most, but there's one that shows it's
like the Fantastic
Four. Which I think
it's like a comic book reference.
Oh, okay.
I know when I played the Spider-Man video game on the PS5, this is one of the suits.
Oh, really?
You could change into.
Man, that's got to be a cut from the comics somewhere that I'm just not familiar with. Okay, well that's cool. So obviously this is very popular right now. We're seeing prices that have come down on it somewhat. I don't know where to tell people to get in on this though. Like it's like, is this a good price now that it's come down, or is it still one of these like, hey, wait a little bit longer? I think if you can get your hands on it at retail, then go for it. Well, but
you take a look at what the Final Fantasy ones did. Like, did they go up? Did they go down? Because it's the same kind of comparison, because they had the play boosters, and they had the collector boosters. So the Chocobos were the Spider-Man suit variants.
Yes.
So those are comparable. So just kind of maybe take a look at that, see what the market did. And depending on if you're a Spider-Man guy or not a Spider-Man guy, then you can make your choice from there. But I've noticed, Jesse, in the Magic the Gathering playing community, they're not really excited about this set at the way that the mechanics are working.
Oh, really? Yes. So the gameplay, maybe that is affecting the overall price.
Correct. Then. So they're not excited about what the cards do or what they don't do.
Oh.
But in the collector's world, people are excited about it. But the people that play the game aren't really excited about it. So maybe the play boosters and all that other stuff, they're not too enthused about it. So I'm curious to the people that are listening that are avid Magic the Gathering players. Let me know what you guys think about the set. Is it what I said in the community, or am I completely wrong?
Well, and to put maybe a little comparison to it, you said Final Fantasy, you know, how that compares. So the collector booster packs for that, you're looking at them coming out. Let's see. I mean, it looks like they actually released somewhere in like the $50 to $60 range. Or at least that's what they started selling at. It hit 130 something at some point
for a pack.
Wow, for a single pack of the collector booster. But even now, it's still selling for 121. Ooh. So that I think does say a lot of the, I guess, longevity of the Spider-Man MTG product versus, say, something like Final Fantasy. There must be something with the gameplay that's affecting how collectible these cards are.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you want cool art, you want something that resonates with the collector, but you got to also have the cards mean something in the world of gameplay, because gameplay is really important, I think, with value of MTG. You know, it's still valuable when Pokemon, but I don't think it's the same.
Exactly.
Animal.
I agree. And I don't know what they're planning on doing with the Marvel IP down the road. Like, are we going to have more Infinity Stones? Is the Soul Stone just the first one out of all the, what is it, all six? Is it 6 Infinity Stones? Five and then the one in the middle?
Yeah.
Yep. So this could be one of 6 that possibly you could collect. And
that's a good point. Yeah, I wonder that. I saw some forums like on Reddit that they're guessing, like some enthusiasts are guessing this goes to like maybe $450 for a box, as opposed to where it's
500 right now.
500, yeah. So we'll see. There's also other people thinking that, you know, when Avatar comes out, maybe that pushes this down a little bit more too, because
are we talking about Avatar the anime or Avatar the Disney property?
Anime, the Avatar, or Avatar the anime.
The anime, okay.
That MTG is also doing.
Gotcha. Not like what was it?
Which I think comes
Airbender.
Out. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not Navi.
Not Navi. Airy. Not Navi. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Though I do want to see the next one. It's
What's that? Avatar?
Yeah.
I dislike those movies.
Even the first one?
I hate those movies.
I can understand why you would say you dislike the second one. It was okay.
I hate all. I'm not
you didn't see it in 3D though at the time? Like when it came to theaters?
Did not.
See,
I wear glasses, so like 3D is a little hard for me.
I get that.
You know, but still like
when I saw that in 3D in the theaters, that was like, at the time, it was like, wow, this is the future. And then they decided to wait like a decade before the next ones came out, and I think it kind of lost some of its luster.
Some of the steam.
But before we jump ship too much on this topic, there's some other announcements for MTG this weekend, which was the Secret Lair releases.
Correct. So
what's Secret Lair?
Secret Lair, for the people that know, and all this information was dropped this weekend in Atlanta, something called Magic Con. So it was held September 26th through 28th in Atlanta, of course. So Magic the Gathering has something called Secret Lair and is a product line from Wizard of the Coast that offers limited edition direct-to-consumer drops of Magic the Gathering cards. So these are special one-of-a-kind things that they drop online.
Okay.
So these 10 individual drops that were announced.
Oh, it's 10. Wow.
10 different ones. I have 4 that I'm really excited about.
Okay.
But all of them are going to drop October the 13th.
Wow.
So you'll be able to put in your
Now,
pre-orders and all that good stuff.
October the 13th, does that include the one, the PlayStation one as well?
That does not include the PlayStation one.
Okay. All right. Because there's also, so apparently there's going to be a PlayStation one that includes games like God of War, it looked like. I think there
Last of Us, Horizon Zero Dawn,
Lara Croft, Tomb Raider.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think there's a few of those in there. And again, the only question I have is like, okay, so do you play these like in gameplay somewhere? I don't like the secret or the secret layer. How does that incorporate into actual gameplay if it's like such a limited release?
I don't think
I'm not 100%.
I don't think it's a limited release. I think you can pre-order as many as you want, and I don't know what the cost of each individual card is.
Oh, okay, man. Yeah,
so I don't know if
that's
there's.
again why we
I don't
gotta
know if there's any necessarily like high value cards because there's no chases. It's not like Tops Now where there's like a 1 of 1 or a variant or.
Oh, there's going to be some chases because here's the thing: you got The Office. Okay, now it may not be multiple characters because all we've seen is Dwight.
Let me. Okay.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Sorry, I'm jumping.
Let
ahead.
me give you some of the ones that we're excited about. Of course, Iron Maiden.
Yes, yeah, the band,
So, the band Iron Maiden,
which is interesting to me.
it kind of goes with
It does, like it makes sense, but it's also like, go ahead. You know, I'll save this.
Iron Maiden, Jaws, which is super surprising.
The movie Jaws,
Steven
movie.
Spielberg.
Yep.
Furby, which is crazy.
Yep.
To get that because I think it's Mattel, and there's some really scary looking Furby cards and just like regular Furby cards. Okay. And there is The Office, which is interesting, like you were saying to your point. And this is a legitimate like Office tie-in. This isn't like a Rainn Wilson tie-in.
Yeah, it
because
feels
it's only like
Dwight's character. Yeah,
exactly.
You see cards like swords to plowshares, which I love the biblical reference to go along with it. But it's just like Dwight in overalls holding up a gigantic beat. There's like one where he's dressed as a king. It's called the Dwight Schrute Hey King card. There's several references back to the show, which I absolutely love, and I will do everything in my power to get some of those cards for myself. And if I get anything extra, maybe we'll give some away or something. But I need these cards.
To the king.
Yeah, I need some of these cards personally, and it's like I love that they're doing it. But when you start seeing like, oh, we got Furby, we got Jaws, we got Iron Maiden, my question starts to become: are we just like buying up all these IPs and making as many sets as we can for a money grab? Or is this actually like, what's a money grab really, right? It's like a business is trying to sell things that they think would be popular to their audience. Is that a bad thing? I don't think so, but at the same time, it's like, it just feels like when you put out that many all at once, it feels like it loses a little bit of the specialness as opposed to if they had just like done one at a time. You know, it's like, hey, we're going to do one of these each month in the next year. This will be what you need to get excited for this month. And then it doesn't cannibalize each one because it's like, oh, well, I was going to buy like a lot more of this, but I can't because I need to buy one of that and one of that. So my thing is, if MTG is listening, which I don't know why they would, if they're listening, you maybe don't do it all at once unless there's some game plan that I'm just completely oblivious to.
But they're not putting out a lot of cards. Like I'm looking at it here.
But did you say your thought was like you could just buy as many as like it's just
as many as that single card? So they on the Magic the Gathering website, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
For the Dwight Schrute cards, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different Dwight Schrute cards. Thank you to my public education.
Yep.
The prices are out. The non-foil is $29.99. And for a traditional foil, it is $39.99.
So the prices are already out.
Correct.
Oh, that's very interesting.
For each drop, they have prices listed. For non-foils, for traditional, the Iron Maiden, they have something called a rainbow foil for $39.99. The Furby ones, non-foil, rainbow foil, and confetti foil. The confetti foil, $59.99.
So here's a question. What's the drop then that happens on, what'd you say, October 13th?
Correct.
So what's the drop?
That is the drop. It's a pre-order for all the cards.
But then why am I able to order them now?
You can't order them now. They tell you what the prices are.
Well, I'm on the secretlair.wizards.com
Are you able to order them right now?
And I'm looking at, well, let me just see. Maybe, okay, so you know what? I think what I'm seeing is all the previous ones because I am not actually seeing the ones we just mentioned. So
you can go to magicsecretlair.com right now and order some past
secretlair.wizards.com.
Okay, so I'm seeing Extra Life, I'm seeing Marvel, I'm seeing Ghostbusters, low stock.
All this stuff, I guess, has already come out. So that's what happens on that date. I'm very interested to see how this does. I'm very curious as well because we are, like I said, a TCG player and we had a conversation over the last week and just trying to pull in some of their experts to come on and talk more about like pricing, but also talk about like the gameplay itself. And so we're working on getting some guys on here who know a lot more about this, who can speak very confidently about it. But that's what you need to know is the drop is on October 13th. I would say that for sure The Office, for sure, like if they're going to do that Marvel drop that same day, because there's more Marvel coming. And probably, some of these other bigger IPs. I'm curious if like Iron Maiden has a fandom, if Furby has the fandom.
I don't.
Well, like it's not just the fandom, but it's a fandom that crosses over into cards as well, right? Because that's like you got like the people who enjoy just the thing, and then now you got to whittle it down to okay, they enjoy this thing, but now they also need to enjoy cards as well.
So something that I look for as a reseller, picker, garage seller. If I can find a Furby, it's an easy $100 bill all day long.
Really?
Yeah. So people are still out there buying Furbies.
Okay.
So I'm really curious next time you talk to Mike, if he is aware, because I know that he's a big office fella.
Yeah.
If he would want to pick up any of these cards, because he is a card guy, he is an office guy, but he's not a non-sports guy. Yeah. So I'm interested enough to hear what his perspective is.
Oh, there's Star Trek too, by the way. Sorry,
I didn't mean to. Not a big Star Trek fan.
Actually, I don't think that's a Secret Lair one though. I think that's maybe an actual Magic the Gathering set for Star Trek. But
like the Spider-Man set.
Yeah, I want to ask him that myself. But there you go. There's a few of the things that are coming out here shortly for the MTG universe. Let's talk about fake slabs.
Ooh, man.
Because
I don't know if my algorithm. Because I keep seeing these videos and I'm getting a little scared, Jesse.
Well, and I saw the big one that came out was the sports card investor, Jeff and his team. I guess they were at a show.
Best friend.
I have no problem with Jeff. He's actually a very nice guy, and I like how he does things in business. So I have no problem with saying, yes, we're best friends. We talk once a year. I'm just giving you a hard time. But I love every conversation. That being said, I need to address this because it feels scary to me. Like you said, it's a concerning thing. What they found was they were at a card show and there were people who had cards listed for sale that were fake
proxies.
They were proxies. Now, what I found,
I did watch the whole YouTube video in preparation for this.
I actually watched the thing too, and I found the proxy thing very interesting because proxies, if you don't know, are more acceptable in the world of MTG and other maybe TCGs, where a card becomes so expensive, but the gameplay is still very useful, that instead of actually buying the card, they'll get a proxy or a fake card. And there are some tournaments where they allow them to use those cards in gameplay. So it's like, hey, I want to use that card. I can't afford the $1,000 or whatever the collectors are paying for it now, but I can use this fake one and it's okay with everybody. That is where I can kind of be okay with like there being a fake version of this card. Where I'm not okay with it is it being in a graded holder because why would anybody ever actually need that?
Exactly.
That's how they were selling these.
But they were also selling the proxy card at a proxy price.
Exactly. It was, but
so there was some transparency there, but what's scary, and to your point, is the next step. What is the next step after that person purchases the proxy card already in the slab?
I completely agree, because this guy has it listed perfectly correct. It says proxy on there, and it has a price that is acceptable for a proxy. But the guy who buys it could turn around and easily try and sell that to a kid or a novice, and it would be convincing enough for someone who doesn't know, because
it's already in the slab.
It's in a slab that says PSA. That's what these specifically were. They were these fake PSA slabs that had a piece of
PSA
label in there that showed the grade in there. It was not real, but the holograms were real enough that it could be convincing to someone who doesn't know.
For a novice.
Now, that was one issue, but there was the other issue that they talked about, where there were actually some cards that someone had bought and found out that the card was real, but the grade that was associated with that card, it was a PSA grade, that grade was fake. And what they did was they actually cracked open for example, let's say there was a Ponchu Pikachu that was a PSA 10.
Mm-hmm.
They cracked open that Ponchu Pikachu. They took the label for a 10. They took a fake slab that looked like a PSA one, and they put that label in there with a real Ponchu Pikachu card, but not one that would be graded at a 10. It would be graded at maybe a 5 or 6 or something.
Exactly.
But not too dinged up to make you completely question it. But they put it in there with this real label and a real card, making you think, oh, I just bought this 10, when in fact, you just bought a 5, and you may have spent double, triple, or more the money that it actually would have been worth.
And you're doing your due diligence by looking up the cert number.
Yeah, the cert's real.
Running the black light over it and seeing all the holograms, because the label's legit, right? So it's getting scary out there.
Well, and I find it interesting that this is something that you can't really fix without PSA or other grading companies making some changes, because I feel like my initial thought was, well, you have to make the label where you can't just crack it out and take that piece of paper. It needs to be like glued in there, or if you open it, it tears to pieces, or whatever the case may be. That label should not be able to be moved or touched without there being some defining difference in it if you were to crack it open. That's my personal
What do you
thought.
What else do you think they can do?
Well, but the only thing is,
it'd be like money.
You fix that issue, but then it's like, oh, well, there's still the people who are going to take the card and print a fake label. And we just talked about how those fake labels were having holograms. They are looking more and more real, to the point where it's like, well, the security factors that PSA is built in, which I'm very glad that they have, and other people are building in to their grades, it's maybe not good enough yet to where it can't also be faked.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it's definitely getting scarier. Because I don't know, maybe the card is real, but it doesn't help me if I spent the money for a 10 when I really got a 5 or a 6. It's
scary. And to make matters worse, GameStop is selling blank cases, like a graded graded card case that you can purchase at GameStop.
Do you have the picture of it? Do you know who makes the case? You sent me it was like a reel, or maybe it was just a picture of it. I think
I sent you a reel.
But the fact that GameStop would make a graded case,
I want to say it was like a GameStop, like third party only to GameStop.
Okay.
Thing.
But it did seem to have, I thought it had GameStop like writing on there too. So, but maybe it didn't. But either way, GameStop is selling these slabs that you can put in your own card and your own label and close it up. And it's like, oh, I have my own custom card. Well, you could do that. Or if you're nefarious, you could take a card, real or fake, and put it in there with a faked PSA label.
It's GameStop branded premium card case, with a label selection for $3.99.
So you've got this card case that, again, if you know a lot about PSA slabs, or you know a lot about this hobby, you might be able to tell, hey, that doesn't have the same feel. It doesn't have the exact same look, But if you're a kid or you're newer to this hobby, it looks close enough to the real thing to be very confusing and or deceptive to the point where you're going to get taken advantage of. And I don't care for the fact that that is out there. I wish if you're going to do that, have something like printed into it that says like, GameStop on there, or it has some defining characteristic that anyone could tell. Like if I put a PSA piece of paper
or
in
make
there,
it like black,
PSA
make it
label,
like blue.
Yeah, make something different on there to where it's like not as easily confused with a PSA or other grading company. Because I think PSA would be the closest to what that looks like to me. It doesn't look like an SG or CGC one. It definitely doesn't look like an SGC. That is a very confusing.
So what do you think these grading companies can do? I know that Tag etches theirs, laser etches theirs into the slab itself.
Yeah.
But again, if you're cracking open the slab, you can still do the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, what can you do? Is it going to look like money now, where it's like the design is so intricate?
I just think it's got to be all built in. Like the case itself has to have either some kind of security built into it, or the label is built in with the case. It needs to be one cohesive piece, not where you can like take the things you like from it and leave the stuff you don't like. Like, oh, I really want that label, the PSA label that's in there, but I don't need the case anymore. So I'm just going to take that out. You shouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, well, I think Jeff said on his show, like RFID chips. I've talked about that before, as far as like an RFID chip where you could actually have it in some high-end cards. Like if you have really nice cards that you're manufacturing, maybe you could even put it in the card itself. But if you put it in the graded slab, I could see people being able to crack out that little RFID chip and putting it in another one too. So here's the thing. It's not an easy battle. It's an uphill battle for sure, because fakes keep coming out and they're getting more savvy. But it means for you, the listener, the collector, to become more aware of this yourself, be more diligent with your due diligence.
Diligent, yeah.
Be
for
more,
your due, that is a sentence.
But be more cautious with anything that you're buying. And here's what stinks. I feel like it does eventually, if this gets more and more serious, it affects online sales too. Because
I agree. Because
if I can't hold it and touch it and see it in person, like how do I know for sure?
Yes.
So it is, it's scary.
It's very scary.
I think things need to be done sooner rather than later.
And then PSA was supposed to make their slabs even better. I'm seeing videos of people opening up their slabs with a bottle opener. And not even like power tools or a tile cutter. Legitimately, like with a bottle opener, cracking open all four sides, perfectly sliding the card out. So I hate talking about this because we're like giving people ways to like, don't do it.
Well, here's the thing. If I have my card in a graded slab, do I want it where I can never take that card out? Do you?
Yeah. I mean that's why it's in the slab.
You want it where you could never. What if the slab or the grade that you got, you're like, oh man, I think it could do better.
I see what you're saying.
Like, what if I don't want it to always be in there? That's my problem. Because it's like their part of me is like, make it where you can't open it without destroying the card. Like that could be an option. However,
maybe that can be a service that PSA can provide.
Like encapsulate this to the point where
encapsulate this to the point where you can't open it. And only they can open it. So it's like for an extra $10, you can send in that card again. Mm-hmm. We can open it up and we can send you the raw copy.
What would you think about if they made it where it is, what is it? They'll use like acrylic or something like that, where it's completely clear and it basically, you're putting something in something permanently, because if you ever try and take it out, it would destroy it. And in my thinking is, okay, well, the card is still there. It's perfectly preserved, but it's in this cube of
this tesseract.
Yeah. Whatever substance that keeps it safe from everybody. And anybody who sees it is like, oh yeah, that would
be heavy.
That's a card. That's a heavy card. And that card can't be faked. Cause at this point, well, again, if you're not faking a PSA acrylic slabbed card, I guess, hopefully we don't get to that point, but you have this card that is completely sealed off to the rest of the world. You'll never get it out, but you know for sure, like, oh, well, that's what I wanted. I wanted it to be permanently in there.
That's a great point, Jesse.
I don't know what people would want. Like, I don't know if that's a demand though. Like, right. Like who's going to be like, well, what if PSA falls and like, there's another king of cards grading in the future and you want them to grade it. And now it's like, well, too bad you had it permanently sealed in this cube of 25 pounds of acrylic.
Yeah, it's getting dicey out there, man.
Yeah.
That's why if you want to purchase something, I would legitimately, my advice would be purchase it from a reputable seller.
I keep saying acrylic. It's not that.
I know what you're talking about though.
What am I thinking of?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. So I would purchase from someone that you've already done business with, and then online, do business with a reputable seller like our good friends over at DC Sports 87.
Wow, what a sale and a plug. Actually, I'm glad you said it now because so DC Sports is doing a thing. They've got a special going tonight with the partner, our sister company over at SCN. They've got a big break going on Monday, but it doesn't matter to you listeners because you're not even going to hear this in time. What you need to know though is that they are, if you are breaking with your boy Sports Boy on Fanatics Live, they are doing a 95% minimum payout on Disney cards. So anything that you can sign from the breaks with me. Now, I did clarify this is not for just any Disney. If you break
Topps Chrome Disney,
well, if you break that Disney with me,
okay,
and actually Mama breaks, but I don't want to.
Hey,
well, I love Stephanie.
Friend of the show.
I'd rather you.
But we talking about us
over here. But yeah, if you do that through us, then they're paying out a 95% minimum on your payout. So DC Sports, can't say enough good things about them, but that is a very nice plug.
What about
sealed
WWE Finest?
Yeah, we got to talk about that. Sealed in. It's not I don't think it's acrylic. What acrylic is like something you paint with or something, right?
It's like enamel or whatever, like the epoxy.
Oh, epoxy. That's got to be it, right? A resin.
Resin.
An epoxy resin. Okay. I think that's what it is. Guys, go back and re-listen to that whole PSA thing and stop thinking resin.
What we're trying to say.
It's or whatever I did say. It's epoxy resin. That's the real name. All right. WWE Finest is very popular right now. It's interesting to see.
What's your favorite wrestling catchphrase of all time, Jesse?
I don't know.
You don't know any? Like what comes?
Smell what the Rock is cooking. Dear Lord, do I know any others? I don't know. Give me what's a very popular one. What was Hulk Hogan's?
Hulkamania, brother.
Hulkamania, is that what he would say?
It'd be like eat your veggies, take your vitamins, say your prayers.
See, this is why Ray is going to be the main guy, and I'm going to be there backing him up on this break on Friday because he knows much more about the WWE world. That's not my wheelhouse. This is going to be hopefully the first of many more, but he's going to run this one. I am very curious to see what your thoughts are after seeing the checklist. It took a little bit for that checklist to come out. Now that you've seen that, what are your overall thoughts?
I like the checklist.
Okay.
I like all the wrestlers. I know there was a little bit of controversy over this product because it's late.
Yes.
Because one of the wrestlers that was supposed to be in this, was supposed to have their first ever rookie card, is not in this and was taken out.
Why? What?
I don't know. And that's our good friend, Logan Paul.
Whoa.
So there was some legalities over his card because this was going to be his first ever WWE card in a product. And that's why it was like pushed back because they had to take all those cards out and they replaced them with a couple, like a person from NXT. I can't remember who it was.
Wait. So he's actually not in this.
He is not in this product
because I see
they even advertise it.
Yeah, I see a picture of his card. Like Beckett, there's a Beckett article that talks about this, and he is shown there. But
Correct.
You're saying he's not.
He is not. If you look at the checklist,
yeah,
there is no Logan Paul to be found.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's very interesting. So Logan Paul is not going to be in this product, but pretty much everybody else is. Is that my understanding?
Correct. Yeah, okay. All the ones that they put on the checklist.
So we've got big names such as, I assume, The Rock is in this?
The Rock is in this.
John Cena. Well, I already saw the John Cena.
John Cena?
One of the John Cena one-of-ones got pulled by Stephanie on opening day.
Oh,
But
really?
You got to.
Well, there'll be more than one.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. There's autographs. I'm looking down the list. Hulk Hogan is in here. Let's see. Mick Foley, Becky Lynch, The Rock, as mentioned, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, Tiffany Stratton, Undertaker, Rey Mysterio. So obviously some big names, and the Bret Hitman Hart. Did you say you got into a break yourself?
I did. I got into the break over this weekend, just kind of get a feel over what the product and what it's offering. I got into one of my favorite wrestlers, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Ooh.
I think I paid $125 for the spot. And I was able to get a redemption card out of 75 autograph.
That's awesome, dude.
Which I don't know, because a lot of the wrestlers, what they're doing is they're not only are they writing autographs on the cards, but they're actually doing like an inscription.
So I was going to ask you, have you seen that? Because I meant to mention that when we were talking about Disney. That was the other thing that's come out, that like there was a Buzz Lightyear that said, like, I think to infinity and beyond. And then there was like one from John Goodman as Sully, like saying, I'm not going to scare you or something like that. Like, I love that these big new names to signing cards are putting these inscriptions on there. And I've noticed that in past products of WWE. So you're saying you've seen them continuing to do that.
Correct. There's one for sure. Chelsea Green has one. I'm looking at it right now. Pledge Your Allegiance, which is kind of like a little bit of a gimmick. She has an inscription of a 1 of 1 superfractor on one of her autographs. There's a Rock Masters out of 25. He's got Know Your Role and Shut Your Mouth inscription on there.
Dang. Okay.
And there's Stephanie McMahon, Queen of Queens. There is a Triple H one. This is King of Kings. And there's a dual auto, which is, dude, if I can pull this dual auto, the Stephanie McMahon Triple H dual auto. There's a Triple H Heartbreak Kid dual auto, Randy Orton Triple H dual auto. I mean, there's a lot of really nice stuff in here. We got Stone Cold Steve Austin and signing autographs in the here. One of my favorites, Rhea Ripley with a "Mommy is always on top" inscription on her auto. I think this is a great product. I'm super excited to open this, especially with you, Jesse, so we can learn a little something about professional wrestling with your boy, Sports Boy.
After you told me a little bit more about some of the previous years of WW, well, I guess it was more WWF before it was in WWE. I am kind of shocked about some of the things that they allowed into it. But yes.
Wait until I tell you about Val Venus.
Oh, is that even more controversial than what was the character that
the Godfather?
The Godfather character, man. Here's the thing: I don't even feel like we can really talk about.
We can't. That's what we're not talking about.
But yeah, if you're ever curious, I guess look that character up. Actually, don't even do it. So WWE Finest, that'll be very interesting. So yeah, it's a busy, like I said, busy week. I want to be able to pull a superfractor. Dude, I would love, especially the fact that we have one case. If you pull a superfractor out of that, oh man, yeah, that's gonna be crazy. What are the odds gonna be? But it's a huge checklist though overall, right? Like there's a lot of people in that. We got to figure out how we're gonna rip that. We'll have breaks listed, I would say, by hopefully tomorrow for Friday.
I know I keep hearing rumblings that the next WWE set coming out, the new one, which I can't remember the name of it, but in that set, they're gonna have the WrestleMania debut patches.
Oh, that's the one that'll come out. Oh, I wonder what they're gonna call that, because it comes out in like update Chrome for baseball. So I'm wondering how they'll do.
Oh, it's called something else. I can't remember.
Okay, I
looked at it this morning, but I couldn't remember what it was called. I should have written it down.
So yeah. That again is this Friday on Fanatics Live, under the Sports Cards Nonsense channel.
Yeah,
you'll have the Hobby Nonsense guys breaking it. Mega Evolutions was also released since our last episode. You were in line early at Target to try and get some, and
I was pissed off, Jesse.
It didn't go well. I mean, obviously using that kind of salty language over here.
I know
he is not happy. People, he is not happy.
So there was like at least 25 to 30 people in line. And I've always had great luck with buying things at Target.
Yeah.
Target opens at 8:00. They usually hold the stuff until release day when there's a big release. I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna grab an ETB, I'm gonna grab, something because they're releasing all the Mega Evolutions products all at once. The tins, the ETBs, the single pack blisters, like all that stuff, right? So I had a friend call me early in the morning. He was already waiting in line at GameStop and the city next over because for some reason our GameStop is gone.
That's
RIP.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, but okay.
RIP. So he was there by 7 and there was already 20 people waiting in line at GameStop. And they didn't open up till 10 in the morning.
That's so crazy.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
But at the GameStop, you were able to get booster boxes, which was great. But I did end up hitting on the Pokemon Center. So when I got home, I had my little package, my booster box, and my 2 ETBs. So that went straight into the seal collection. But while waiting in line at Target, all 30-something of us, we finally get in, and there's a limit, 2 per person, and the only thing they had were single sleeve boosters.
That is so...
So I waited in line for at least 30 minutes to get 2 packs of Pokemon cards.
When you were there, did you see a lot of product?
Just this.
But did you see there was a ton of them, or was it just like
it was just like a display?
Yeah.
You know how they have the displays and they have boosters?
Sure, yeah.
It was the display, which they just opened up the box and started selling the boosters out of it.
Man, I wonder.
So there's part of the shipper.
Yeah.
And I asked the lady, I was like, what are you going to do with the shipper when you get done? And they're like, oh, we have to keep it. And I was like, can I have it? And they're like, no.
Do you have to? Or
yeah. Because I ended up getting one from the dollar store, which you come over, you'll be able to see it live and in the flesh, which I would hang these. But
so here's a question. You brought 2 of them to the office. Are you keeping these, or what's
we're going to open them up?
Are we really?
Live here.
Oh.
But we'll film a little content for us opening them up, and then we'll see if we can pull the hits out of them.
Do you know what the hits?
Yeah, the big hits are the 2 gold cards currently. The Lucario is going for a little bit more than the Guard of War. I believe it's a...
let's see. The Guard of War is going 400.
492. The Lucario 535.
Yeah.
And then you have the Mega Lucario EX for 280. The Mega Lucario Special Illustration Rare for 279. And then the Mega Venusaur EX Special Illustration Rare for 216.
Where's the big Charizard?
That's in the next set.
That's
Phantasmal Flames.
Phantasmal Flames. Okay. I was like, now, and you sent me something about this, the Marshadow.
Yeah. So the Marshadow, which is just an illustration rare. I really love the artwork.
146 out of 132.
Card 146 out of, and this does have a Pikachu in the card technically.
Is that what you think is making it more popular?
I think so too, because I love the artwork, and then the Pikachu and
and it was part of another card.
Correct.
Right?
It was part of the artist that did this card, or drew this card. Excuse me. Illustrated the card. Also illustrated a card in the past out of the Cosmic Eclipse set.
Yeah.
Same scene, but in a so this
different angle,
different angle, different
and it wasn't a full art card either, or an SIO.
Yeah, it was just a regular card. So this is kind of cool that now that he was able to do a full art card, he did the same scene, and I think it looks great. This is actually one of my chases before it's getting market manipulated. It's currently like a $76 card, and it's gone down a little bit, but it
was 30. It was going for 40 to
$40.
$40, and now
at the top of the market, it was a $92 card.
Within the last day or so, it went up that much. Yeah, that is. But here's the thing: is it market manipulated, or is it because there's people that now know that it's popular, and now they're like, oh, well, someone thinks this is going to be popular. I don't want to miss out. I'm going to go and buy this card right now before it shoots to the hundreds.
I think people just overlook it because of the hype of everything else. Once stuff starts settling down, you kind of look at the set as a whole, and you're like, wow, this card actually is really nice, and it gets overlooked, and then that's when people start buying it. So
I'm wondering.
I talk a lot about that on our YouTube channel, which underrated cards, things to look out for, all that stuff. So in the future, and that's what's happening right now with a lot of mid-modern sets. People are going back and looking at, wow, these cards are actually really good. and they go back and purchase them. And you can do that currently right now with the current sets, the ultra modern ones, and just make sure that like there's a Litleo card. It's currently $4. I think it looks amazing.
Market manipulated. That one's about to jump.
I'm just saying
that one's about to jump.
It's a $5 card. It's a nice little lion cat cub.
I do like
it's
that.
pretty cute.
It's like on a city alley or something like that. Yeah. That's cool. That card's going up. Buy it right now. Buy as many as you
right
can.
now. Buy them all.
Well, you buy it first and then they can buy it. Actually, there's another card that's like in a similar setting for Gumshoe that's selling for like $26.
Gumshoe, right you talking about the Donald Trump card?
Oh, it does look like that, doesn't his hair? That's funny. Yeah, so that's Mega Evolution is gonna be very interesting. I love the artwork in it. I'm kind of like a big fan of this one. It's the first one I think I've been a big fan of since Prismatic.
Interesting. How come?
I don't know. I think the art appeals to me. That's typically what appealed to me.
Like a very bold.
Yeah, I love the Prismatic because I like the rainbow effect. It was like a little different.
Okay.
But this one, like the art is very bold. The colors are very deep. I don't know. It jumps out at me more so than maybe some of the other ones.
Gotcha.
The gold ones don't do it for me. Like in any
I gotta see it in person.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. So and then I'm curious to see what these full art regular cards look like in person. Oh, because if it has texture and I want to see them in person because in person they look way different than what you would see literally like on the website or whatever. But the best gold cards ever, in my opinion, are the ones from Crown Zenith. And it's not just literally like a gold card.
The gold Pikachu looked awesome to me in Crown Zenith. Wasn't it? Is that? Oh wait, no. Yeah,
which one?
Him? Isn't he like? Does he got like the rainbow crown or something like that? Is that not Crown Zenith?
No, that was
Surging Sparks.
Surging Sparks.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I'll show you the Crown Zenith cards.
Okay.
When we get off.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see what that looks like. So anyways, Mega Evolutions, that's out. Ray's got some content that he's making for it. I'm excited to see what's in these 2 packs right here, which you'll have to tune into YouTube's and other social media.
We'll probably do a little reel or a little short.
Oh, there you go. So yeah, check that out. And I'm sure we'll have some more YouTube content coming up, which is awesome. I don't know if you noticed. I think we're about to be monetized.
We're very close,
which will be fun.
I think after this Disney Chrome video that we just put out, which you guys can win out of 150 Fantasia Mickey Mouse.
Go watch that video.
Go watch it. Subscribe and comment what your favorite Disney movie is.
By the way, you know what I watched last night? Goofy movie.
Did you really?
Yeah, me and my daughter watched it.
Did she like it?
She'd seen it before.
It's very like a father. Now that you're like a father,
I mean, it's
you associate a little more with Goofy.
I do very much so. It is interesting how
I just want to go fishing with my daughter.
Yeah, I'm like, Max is a brat. Like, what, dude? Stop! Like, he's trying to take you on a trip across the country. Now,
have you seen the documentary?
Oh, I haven't seen a documentary. I did see like a little video.
There's a documentary on Disney Plus.
The voice actors driving across country. Was that part of it or no? Was that something completely different?
I think it was
Jim
part
Cummings
of it. Yes.
And the guy who did Max's voice.
Yes.
I did see that. That was actually pretty cool.
So watch the documentary, which did you ever watch the show ATL or Atlanta with Donald Glover,
No.
Childish Gambino?
Yeah.
They did an episode of a mockumentary of a Goofy movie.
No, they did not.
Dude.
Really?
Like the whole episode was that.
God, Donald Glover as an actor, I like some of his music, but he's just such a creative person. Yeah,
Yes.
It's very cool. There's one other thing I did want to throw out there too. I say too much. I'm sorry. Now that I've said it out loud, you're going to notice it. So
I say
I'm
a lot.
officially going to stop doing
What is that called?
Like your word whisker?
Is that what it is?
I don't know. That's what I call it. Filler words.
Filler words. I say a lot. You say
I say well, here's the thing. I have other ones, but I'm not going to say them because as soon as you acknowledge them, if the people didn't notice, that's all they'll notice.
Okay.
So, and I retract anything I've said previously. Star Wars Galaxy is what I wanted to talk about because it's one of my favorite Star Wars products that comes out each year.
When is that dropping?
Well, there is a pre-order. Again, I hate this because I'm telling about it now because I just found out about it.
Just now.
Well, I found out about
breaking
it
news?
over the weekend.
Oh, okay. Can I still do the breaking news music?
Yeah, go ahead.
Breaking news.
Was that the music? It just sounded more like a.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
maybe.
Either way, I'm happy with it.
Thanks for making me feel terrible.
So, as Ray pointed out, the breaking news is that Star Wars Galaxy pre-orders are going to begin this Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. Now, that's what stinks is that this pod doesn't come out until a few hours after that, typically on Tuesday. So I hate that. I'll try and make a post about this on our socials just so you guys can see that this is happening. But Star Wars Galaxy is a very popular product. It's in fact the card that set the record for, I think, highest sale of a Star Wars card at the National was a Star Wars Galaxy card from, I believe, 2021. It's got original art. It's very, to me, it's very cool because of the different ways they're showing off these characters and their battle scenes or abilities or just the scenic areas, because sometimes they'll just be scenes of iconic areas in the movies. I like it for a number of those reasons, but that being the case, it's also typically a little bit more expensive. So I will be curious where this comes out at. I'm hoping it's a little more reasonable. I don't think we're not talking like masterwork prices, but it is something to keep in mind that this will be a very popular product. So it's probably not going to be like the low end of the cost of this product, of Star Wars products. That being the case, I will definitely notify when we have more detail on that one. I have no other information other than the fact that there's a pre-sale that happens on Tuesday of this week.
What do you like about this set? What do you like about Star Wars Galaxies better than all the other?
Original art.
Just original art.
Yeah, that's what I had said a minute ago. I don't know if you had heard it. I'm sorry. Here's the thing. I don't even mean to call you out for it, but now
we just
that we already talked about it, I was just like, well, now I have to. But that is exactly it, though. It's original art that I really enjoy. There are autos in it. That looks like some of the pictures show like the Jude Law auto will be in here. There's going to be a multi-auto with Jude Law as well with some of the other kids from Skeleton Crew, which I don't really need that. I don't care as much about it, personally speaking, but that's cool.
Why do they keep putting like Acolyte, Skeleton Crew? Like, leave them out. We don't care.
I'm hoping going forward after this, we're not going to see as much of maybe some of those Stranger or Skeleton Crew. I think did get picked up maybe for another season, I think, but we already know Acolyte was canceled. So it's like, I agree. I don't know if we necessarily need more of those characters in here, but I don't even buy this product for the autos anyway. I buy it for just the artwork and
the original art, because that's your favorite part about this product.
God, Ray, it's like you're reading my mind. How did you even know that? So anyways, that's it. There's more to talk about. We have
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob comes out on Wednesday. Dear Lord. SpongeBob comes out on Wednesday. I only got 2 cases of this. I did not get much. And I was told like this is a very limited early release. I don't know how I'm doing the breaks. Like usually I would have the break listed by now because it's like 5:00 on Monday and this thing breaks Wednesday morning. I normally would have, a pick your character break listed, but everybody's going to want SpongeBob, right? They all want SpongeBob. And I don't know how to provide everybody satisfaction of getting that SpongeBob. So I may just end up doing it as like random packs. I don't know.
Like auction off a pack?
Well, not auction. I'd probably do like a set price. And then like once the packs, like, I don't know I can't remember how many packs are in a box, but say it's like 12 or something. You sell all 12. And then once it's sold, you open the thing. I like to mix up the packs because just in case there's like a pack order, I don't want that playing a factor. So mix up all the packs together, and then you take a stack and you just, whoever got pack one. So you would sell
like one pack, like you say, like you said you had a case, 2 cases?
Yeah, 2 cases.
So what is that like?
So I do by the box. So it'd be like 1 box at a time. Okay. And just sell a pack. I think I'm still trying to figure out if there's another way. But what I find interesting is I think
it would sell quicker and then you wouldn't have to wait 2 or 3 hours to sell spots.
Well, there's that. And I think this is kind of a similar boat that most breakers are in right now for this product. Because I went out on Fanatics Live. There's multiple people who have shows planned, but nobody, not a single one, has this listed for anything other than a random pack. So I think other people are finding this to be a similar, like, how do I actually
how would you keep track
Oh, that would be basically
Just put
sports
him in
lady,
like a
the Mrs. Sports Lady.
like put him in a team bag, and this is
Exactly,
number
like-
one, sold number 1, sold number 2, sold number 3.
Exactly. Yeah. So we'll see exactly how that goes. But either way, spots will be listed at the latest by Tuesday, tomorrow, and then we'll go live Wednesday. Then again, like I mentioned, Disney will be starting on Tuesday afternoon, evening. And we'll just continue to do that throughout the week until we finish and sell all 4 of the last cases. Then we've got Finest on Friday. I think
The
Dune-
Finest.
I think Dune comes out like maybe the following week.
Are you breaking Dune?
I think so, but that's also I think the day it comes out is the day I have my surgery. Actually, no, tell me I didn't do that. I think I purposely pushed this so that I did it on the day I said, because I didn't think anything was coming out. Never mind, I'm wrong. It does come out the day I have my surgery. So I don't
That's
know
all right.
how I'm doing the Dune one quite yet, but there'll be
But you are
Dune.
getting cases.
There's cases of that coming.
I'll be in for the Dave Bautista spot.
Ooh, you a little Dave fan? Okay, I like
Hey,
that.
the animal.
That is, there you go. Exactly. I guess coming from the WWE world. But next Monday, and I'm starting to wonder if I said this on the last episode. If I did, I apologize. We are going to have Upper Deck, one of the not the creator of Batman, but the Batman product, one of the people behind this new Batman metal product that is coming out from Upper Deck. They're going to be coming on the show to talk more about it. Some of like the ideas behind how this product got created. It's looking like I'm not going to get any of this product.
Really? How come?
I don't want to talk about it. It's a whole thing of
Politics? Have you not been politicking out here?
No, it's not even that. It's Upper Deck runs things a little bit differently. They don't sell directly to breakers or anything. You have to have an LCS.
Ooh.
If you have an LCS and you're not already buying, regularly, then
Yes.
you may not be first in line when it comes to the more popular products that everybody wants. They're going to obviously probably sell that to the people that have bought every product that maybe wasn't as popular before.
Makes sense.
Which it does make sense. My LCS, I believe, does buy a good amount, but I don't know if they're buying as much,
So you'd be
especially on
able
on the non-sport side of things always. So
Gotcha.
that being the case, I don't think they were able to get
I don't.
any extra for your boy.
The product looks great.
I know. And
It
there's
looks fantastic.
several people have messaged.
Inserts
and
look fantastic.
They're very excited because it's got a lot of inserts that are in, other, like the jambalaya insert.
Which
You've
is
got the
why is it
PNG.
jambalaya?
I don't know the backstory on it. Maybe that, you know what? When we have our guests
Oh,
on
for sure.
next week, we'll ask him about
I
that.
do love a
exactly.
good jambalaya.
I mean, there's a reason why he's coming on for this product is because we finally get to talk about jambalaya. That's really the only reason. But next Monday will be a good show. I'm looking forward to that one.
I'm looking forward to too.
That being the case, I think that's about it. We've hit everything.
No
Please,
pun intended.
Again, guys, all we ask, if you don't mind giving us a follow, give us a positive review here or there. Maybe like and subscribe.
Yeah, put a review
Share
in
with
the
your
apples.
friends as well. You know what?
Share.
That's
With
something we
Granny-
never ask.
Put it, share it to mom and them,
Yeah, mom and them.
granny down the street.
Give them the link. Say, hey, I think you'd appreciate this. You like
You like
Disney and
yeah,
and WWE,
all
and
of it.
Batman's.
Gorder talk.
There was by the way, I meant to mention this. There was an Upper Deck product for X-Files that came out recently, which I was a huge X-Files guy.
Did you see there was a X-Files Lego set that's coming out?
What?
Yes.
No, I did not
It
see
looks
that.
awesome.
Dang it. No, that sounds awesome. What I was going to mention was this X-Files card did like, what was it? $3,300. It was,
Whoa.
it's a 1 of 1 and it was signed by David Duchovny, Gillian Anderson, and Mitch, I don't remember, Walter Skinner, the guy who played Skinner. It was signed by all 3 of them. That's amazing to me. I love it. Was called 2025 Upper Deck X-Files Government Conspiracies is what the name of the product was. It was a triple
Upper Deck's
auto.
doing the new one as well.
The X-Files product. That just came out. The one that just sold for $3,300.
Oh, snap.
But I mentioned that just because it's like, well, an X-Files product at this day and time selling for $3,300, that's actually pretty good. Like for a product that is, maybe a little bit past the prime of X-Files heyday, you're still getting, cards that sell for that kind of amount. I was happy about it. So I wanted to mention it. All right. That is about it. I think we'll go ahead and call it a show. Great episode.
Great, fantastic episode.
And we appreciate all you listeners out there, especially all those who reach out and say something about the show. Just in general, just it's encouraging to both of us. So
let us know how we're doing.
Unless you don't think it's very good. Actually, if you think it's not very good or we can fix something, I want to hear about it. I absolutely do, because I want to fix it if we can. If it's like get rid of that Jesse guy, that's
a deep subject.
I don't want to do that part. So we'll forget. Not that anyone would ever say that, though, obviously. All right, that's it. I'm going to stop talking now.
See y'all.
Goodbye.
Bye.